Karen has a huge pregnancy scare on the way. Season 7 will not skimp on the dramatics. What's good, y'all? It's your good sister Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And in this video, we're going to talk about little Miss Karen and what exactly that pregnancy scare is alluding to, which I'm actually excited about, and I honestly predicted it about a year and a half ago. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversation, because had you already subscribed, you would have known that I made a video where I guessed this a year and a half ago. Because I got it like that. Y'all, let's talk about Miss Karen and her pregnancy. Specifically, is she having twins? We have had so many conversations around who's the father. Tyler Perry has literally dragged that particular storyline for this character for the last 2 seasons. And as she progresses in her pregnancy in season 7, because y'all, she's not having this baby in season 7. That might be a season 8. Hopefully season 8. Child Tyler and these writers don't drag this to season 9 for her to actually push this baby out. Season 8 we're gonna have the baby, but season 7 is the process of having of gestating the baby, right? Of growing and maturing within the belly. So season 7 picks up 3 months after season 6, and that would put Karen right around the 4-month mark, I believe. And as things progress, as the baby grows from being a pea to an apple to an orange, all the way up to being a watermelon in her belly, things happen, right? Certain hormones are released, and there's an uptick in this and then less of that, and you start to feel different things. And Argus feels something that forces her to the hospital. And there's 2 new characters tied to the storyline of Karen's pregnancy this season. One of which is Nurse Giddings, who is described as a nurse who notices a frantic Karen at the hospital and steps in to assist. So this is when Karen first arrives at the hospital. This nurse notices her and she's frantic. So clearly, maybe Karen notices the baby being hyperactive, less active. Maybe she's noticed a temperature change in herself. Something has actually happened, so much so that she's felt the need to come to the hospital. And if you want to know all of the new characters, because there's over 20 of them that we're going to see in season 7, I have them all listed out for you with the descriptions on ericavane.com, so you can read those at any given point in time if that's what you would love to do. I'm going to keep you in the know, okay? The second character is the doctor who actually sees her. And Dr. Phillips is characterized as patient, kind, enters the exam room to help Karen, who is worriedly asking who the father of her baby is. Child, I think that it's in this appointment that Karen first gets presented with the idea that, girl, you're not carrying one child. The hyperactivity, whatever you were feeling that sent you into a panic that brought you in here, it was just because you did not know that you had 2 babies in your belly, but you do. And I think that the paternity question pops back up because, yes, Aaron got tested or provided his DNA and was shown to not be the father. However, there are cases, y'all, where people are pregnant with twins and they don't know it, whether it's too early on to tell, one of the fetuses is hiding behind the other when they first go get the sonogram. Like, there's so many different variables at play during pregnancy that this is something that could go under the radar. But again, as the babies grow, it becomes more and more likely that you'll discover it. So we're discovering it now. And I think that Karen is asking who's the father because, yes, she believes Zach to be the father. However, I think a bigger part of the storyline is that what if the paternity showed that Aaron wasn't the father for that child, but he could be the father for one of the children. Come on, let me cook. I talked about this in my original video, but I really want to expand upon it. There is not 100% likelihood, but it's a possibility, y'all, that Karen, in sleeping with 2 different men in such a close period of time, had she also been ovulating at the same time, and during that ovulation process, released 2 eggs instead of 1, 2 separate male sperms could have fertilized 2 different eggs, and they both are growing in her little one womb. And honestly, y'all, when I called this out and I felt like this could be a great storyline a year and a half ago, I was just hoping, but now as we start to get a little bit more information and as the pregnancy progressed, I'm really believing. Like, before it was hope and it was like, oh, this would be a cool thing. I really believe that this is where we're going. And honestly, it makes sense because this would be another super dope, interesting, nuanced layer to add to Karen's storyline. Like, Tyler has already dragged her to hell and back around her love for Zach, right? The paternity has been a dramatic Easter egg that he's dangled in front of the audience whenever they wanted to get additional engagement about the show. It's one of the most interesting things, the most discussed things within the show. This particular point, having a person have a baby by two separate people at the exact same time is not something that we see that commonly in media, and it will be something to talk about for seasons to come. Like, not only as she is pregnant but births the babies and then chooses to, like, and how they choose to raise the baby. This one particular story choice could provide 5, 6, 7 more seasons of material just based off of this one story choice, which is why I think that they are going to choose it. Season 7 is going to put Sistas in an iconic space as a television series, making them the #1 longest running Black female led dramatic series on television. So what other way to mark a series entering its iconic season than with an iconic storyline around one of its most iconic characters? Y'all, Karen is having twins, and hopefully Aaron is the father of one of them, because I need him to come back into this universe in some way, somehow. Now, this is going to completely wreck Karen emotionally and mentally, but you know what? Our good sister's strong. She can handle it. She gonna feel her feelings. She gonna feel her guilt and her shame. She gonna be frustrated. She gonna wish her life was so much simpler. I get it, girl. It happens, but this is life, and you gonna roll with it. And guess what? Not only are you gonna have one great Black man, I know it's a stretch for me to say that about Zach right now because he's set tripping, y'all. Zach be trying it. But Zach about to walk into his great era. I'm manifesting that for him. So not only are you going to have one great man standing beside you to help raise his child with you, you're going to have two, because Aaron is coming back, baby. And he's not only going to worry about his son, of course. He's going to worry about Zach's as well. And then, like, damn, did I just do a predictions in the predictions? Because, y'all, is Karen having twin boys? That will set it off. That right there, that's the extra seasoning that we definitely need. This will be all the right seasonings. Y'all, I will eat this storyline up if it comes to be. Do y'all think that's what's going down? Do y'all think Karen is about to push out some twins, some big-headed babies by both Zach and Aaron? Y'all, we already know that Zach is going to go get his blood drawn, so he's going to factor in at some point with the paternity. I personally think that y'all need to go ahead and give it a rest in reference to Zach is not the father, or Zach is not tied to Karen in any way when it comes to this baby, because if that's the case, then he got to get the hell off the show, and he's not leaving the show. So go ahead, start to grieve now, and make your peace with the fact that Zach is one of Karen's baby daddies, but he just might not be the only one. And this is by far the storyline that I'm praying to see come to fruition the most. Tell me what you thinking about, what you want, what you hope for, all of it. Even if you disagree with me, child, just keep it respectful as you disagree with me. No need to call out my mama and my cousins and them. Just tell me how you feel and why you feel the way that you feel, and we can talk it out in the comment section down below. YouTube thinks that you missed out on this video because your girl has been dropping multiple new videos about season 7 all week. So you missed this one. Go ahead and click it, drop your comment, and then click this video, and we're gonna keep this conversation going. See you in the next one.